Hi everyone, welcome to Simply Inspiring channel. The book that I have brought for you, The Power of Habits. How this habit is formed. And this book is a bestseller book written by Charles Duhigg, a very popular book. Power of habit. How this habit is formed, and bad habit, good habit, how good habit helps an individual, how good habits helps an organization. Same thing, how bad habits ruins an individual and ruins an organization. Well written book, well researched book by Charles Duhigg. He quotes a lot of research and a lot of anecdotes. He talks about big companies, big brands. He talks about individuals. He talks about organization. He talks about government organizations. Everywhere he is weaving his narrative as habit formation. In this particular book, there are three important terms Charles Duhigg introduces. One is cue, and the other one is routine, and the last one is reward. The habit revolves around this three as a loop: cue, routine, and reward. For example, somebody is smoking, that's a bad habit. What is a cue? You feel boredom, that's a cue. And the routine, once you feel boredom or unrest, you take a cigarette and you start smoking. That's a routine. What is a reward? You find some sort of a satiation or some sort of a satisfaction after completing this particular loop. So you have a cue, you have a routine, and you have the reward. This is a bad habit. Now there are so many good habits. So good habits again have the same routine, cue, routine, and the reward. Now Charles Duhigg is talking about some of the organizations, how these organizations became very popular and very successful. For example, here he is talking about an aluminum industry. A new CEO, he joins in this particular industry. Till then, it was doing okay. But when this new CEO joined, this is a group of industries. They have got chain of factories all across the world. But when this CEO joins in this particular this company, the first thing he brings safety. So safety is the first priority, and he emphasizes safety, and he brings this loop as cue, routine, and reward. What is the reward? If anyone finds out there is any error in the system or a process, he has been rewarded. And cue, he constantly encourages as a leader. He creates a system where he encourages people to follow the process, and then there is a routine. That is again, you ensure you have got a checklist. So you as a leader, you introduce this new habit in an organization, a large organization, where you sensitize everybody about the health hazards and the safety aspect. So similarly, he talks about a lot of incidents, a lot of anecdotes. At one point of time, he talks about a fire accident that happens in UK in a train station, and then he talks about the habit of the people, how this accident happened, how this could have been avoided. Similarly, he talks about alcoholics, how they build this habit, and people, chronic smokers. He interacted with a lot of scientists, neurologists, sociologists, and geneticists. So this is a well-researched book. It talks scientifically about how the habit forms. He says the brain doesn't know whether your habit is good or bad. But if you want to replace your bad habit, the good news is that is possible. For example, you drink heavily. So that is, you got into that habit loop. You have that cue, you have routine, and you have reward. Your brain continuously gets tuned to the habit of drinking alcohol. But if you want to come out of this, that's again you have to develop a new habit. He cites about one incident where there is a lady, this woman, husband ditched her, and she is a chain smoker. At one point of time at Cairo, when she goes for a holiday, the entire room gets fire. And this woman takes an oath on the day saying that I will not smoke anymore. And then she does it. she kicks the butt of the cigarette and she develops a new habit, and she went on becoming a marathon runner. So this Charles Duhigg is talking about the way in which a new habit can be developed, a positive habit can be developed, how a old habit, a bad habit can be kicked out. It's a very nice book. I like this book. The writing is good, the anecdotes are good, the stories are good. It talks about many things. It talks about Olympian, how they won because of their good habit. It talks about armies, some armies, how they did exceedingly well because of new habits. Overall, it's a very good book. I strongly recommend you to read this book if you get an opportunity. This channel, Simply Inspiring, is for young learners. I urge you to subscribe this book, like this book, and talk about this channel to your friends. Thank you so much.